let's. I'm Robert Carthall, and I will call to order the DuPage County Zoning Hearing Officer Conference for today, April 2nd at 2:30. I understand there's no public comment to be offered at this hearing. I have no minutes to approve at this hearing. The first item on the agenda is the Smiley petition. That is petition 2508. And it is a request for variation to reduce the corner side setback for a new deck from the required 30 feet to approximately 10 feet, and a variation to reduce the corner side setback for a new front porch from the required 27 feet to approximately 20 feet. It's an Addison Township case on a 0.45 acre lot. The matter was published in the Daily Herald on March 18th, 2025. And I have no comments or significant objections from any of the departments of the county or anyone to whom we've circulated this petition. So I'll recognize that the petitioner is here and ask him to be sworn in, please.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony and evidence you're about to give at this time shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Okay, we have a survey which is dated June of 23, and then a markup of that survey which serves as the site plan in sufficient detail. I don't know if this was drawn by an engineer or probably you drew it, right?
No, my contractor did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at least the red line that was added, and
Yeah.
I think there was a couple other documents that they were to have submitted as well.
Okay, well, I'll just take these two exhibits for the moment and then ask you to identify yourself, sir.
Sure. My name is Austin Smiley. I, along with my wife Jennifer Smiley, own the property at 514 North Cedar Avenue. Morgan, I just want to say thank you for letting me be heard. I appreciate the role that local government plays in our everyday life, and sometimes be thankless. So thank you for giving me a chance to.
You vote yesterday?
I did.
Well, then you're a man of your word.
I grew up in Chicago. I understand the importance of voting and having good local government.
Great,
So
great.
I appreciate it. So basically we fall into for my research, this is my expertise. We are in R3 for our zoning category. The property it's an older house. It was built in the 1940s. In 2016, it underwent a major rehab. They added a second floor, they added a sunroom, they added an attached garage. And the addition, I actually have the plans from them. Everything, as far as I knew, when we bought the house, everything was clear, everything was proper. However, as we started this project, we came to learn that the current back deck and the current front porch are already in violation of the zoning restrictions. So that was just a little bit of background. I do have some pictures of the current property.
When was the house built again?
In the 1940s.
So it's probably a non-conforming pre-existing use.
Okay. But
I'm
then
asking more than telling, but it's likely that that's the
Yeah.
case.
yeah, I'm not sure if you wanted the architectural renderings and the permits from the 2016 remodel, if that helps to understand why we're trying to do what we're trying to do.
No, just tell me,
Okay.
and if we need them, we'll
Sure.
figure it out.
So I think it's easier to attack the front porch first. That variation, we're asking that this corner side setback be changed from 27 feet to approximately 20 feet. This is pictures of the current front porch. If I can add those exhibits, please.
Okay,
We aren't looking to change the size of the porch at all. Originally, I just wanted to get the porch painted, and there was some issues with some wood warping. I've had at least 5 contractors come out, and the first one I thought was just trying to get money from me. They had serious concerns about the foundation. And they thought they needed new diamond piers, they needed the post to be redone, and the whole thing had to be redone. I couldn't just resurface it and repaint it. So it was at that point that I started looking at different materials. If I want to go with wood, with composite material or PVC. I quite frankly like the idea of the PVC. I like the way it looks, and I like the less upkeep that it'll require. So with the front porch, I'm simply trying to replace the exact same dimensions of the porch, which is the higher quality, newer, safer, and something that I think color-wise will actually flow much better with the house. It's going to be a storm gray with white railings. I think it looked really, really pretty. I think it will add to the architectural look, architectural integrity of the house and of the neighborhood.
Okay, I'll take this as petitioner's group exhibit 3, comprised of 3 photos of the front porch area. Go ahead. I understand what you're-
Did you want to have any questions about the front porch or anything else you'd like me to address? Yeah.
Did you build the current front porch?
No, that was there when we purchased the house we purchased, sorry, I didn't make that, we purchased the house in July of 23. So that was there when we purchased the house. I'm assuming that was done in 2016, but I'm not 100%
It's
sure.
apparent from the photos that, if you have a front porch at all, there is an encroachment because of what I see on the survey is the location of the, existing home, right?
Yes, yeah, my understanding, I went back through Google Images and, I saw some images from like 2000, early 2010s, and there was a concrete porch that was there, pretty ugly. And just by kind of like trying to size up in the pictures, it looked like it was in the exact same spot, so that would have been encroaching on the variance as well.
Okay, so that, satisfies the hardship, unique circumstance, or practical difficulty requirement to obtain a variance. So I'm satisfied with the evidence on the front porch case.
Thank you. So that brings me to the back porch. The back porch, again, I know for a fact was part of the 2016 edition, because there's a sunroom that is attached. You can tell, I have a set of pictures here of my backyard and the back porch that I'd like to introduce as exhibits, please.
Okay, let's take those as group exhibit 4. Again, 3 photographs showing the back porch and pool.
And the back porch connects to the sunroom that was part of the addition, the major addition in 2016. If you'll notice from that, so look, well, on the back porch, it's a little bit more complicated, but just because the addition we're asking for to elongate the porch to connect it to the pool, I don't believe is in violation of any of the zoning. It is simply my corner side lot setback, which has to go, which I think as it currently is 10 feet, and it's supposed to be 30 feet, from my understanding. So the current porch is in major violation of it. But that was there, that was built in that 2016 edition. It was there when we purchased the house in 2023. And without that back porch, there's literally no way to get out of my front room and my sunroom into the backyard. So I need something there. Again, while we were looking at doing the front porch.
Because of the elevation difference, the elevation height of the rear door.
Correct, yes.
Okay, I see that as well.
Yeah, and when we were looking to do the front porch and get that either painted or redone, we were like, well, let's see what it costs to do everything all at once. We're looking at doing the same PVC material as the front porch, same storm gray, with a white railing. It should blend in almost perfectly with the current siding and with the current facade and look of the yard and of the house. I'm sure one concern might be, yeah, we are on Foster Avenue, which is slightly busy. I don't know if you see from the pictures, we do have some fairly large trees that block the street from being able to see what's going on in the yard. In addition, we aren't asking to change the height of the porch either. The height of the porch will stay exactly the same. The only thing we're asking to do is to add length so that it connects to the pool.
Yeah, so my concerns are what's going on at the Foster Avenue side. And you say you have landscaping there?
Correct. If you look on that survey, you'll see a little bit of you'll see a driveway that's there, and then the
Yep.
pool. Back in 2019, where that pool was, used to be a detached garage that was either torn down for being in zoning violation or being decrepit, because it looked bad in Google Images. They replaced it with the pool. So from where the porch is until that driveway, there are tall, I believe arborvitaes or taller trees, so that you won't be able to see from the street.
Okay. Well, my view is and has always been that I don't get a voice in whether you have a front porch or a back porch or whatever. That's for you to determine. My issue is the location And assuming that you have some right to a front porch and a back porch, then it seems to me that you've satisfied the hardship unique circumstances required to support the variation. I don't see any interference with any adjacent properties or any of the other 7 conditions for a variation. So I'm likely to recommend an approval for this case, particularly because I don't want to upset your good faith in the township.
I appreciate that, thank you.
So do you understand the process as it goes from here?
I do not, no.
Okay, so I will announce my recommendation on the 16th of April at 3 o'clock at the recommendation hearing for the CHO process, zoning hearing officer process. And you'll probably a day or two before that get a draft of the notice, is that right, or will it be available that day? After, okay. But I can tell you, I see there's no one here to make a comment, no neighbors and no one on the Zoom call. So there's no testimony and objection. You've satisfied the requirements and I'm inclined to make a recommendation to approve. So that recommendation goes to the County Development Committee. The Development Committee will meet after the 16th of April,
It'll be
in approximately
May 6th.
May 6th. And then they'll review the record in this case along with my recommendation and send the matter on to the full county development, full county board, who will make its final determination. What's the date of that? May 13th?
Mhm.
I don't think it's necessary for you to attend either of those meetings, but I don't want to dissuade you if you care to do so.
Is there
So-
an option to do that on Zoom or would it be in person?
In
In person?
Yeah, I think it's in person. So that's all I have. As I say, you've stated your case well, and I'm satisfied that the record is complete and sufficient to support your request. So
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
we'll close the hearing. Let me say, there's no old business or new business, and so I will adjourn this meeting.